Abby, did you know what ring he was going to get you? Did you pick it out? Yeah.
So we actually looked at rings together. So we had a lot of talks about this. So that's why I said, like, I kind of knew it was going to happen this year because obviously we were like, are we ready to be engaged? So forth. And then rings, he came to me and asked because I honestly had no idea like what I wanted. And he was like, well, you're the one that has to wear it. So I don't want to get something that you don't like and whatnot. So we actually like designed it together, but then he was like, okay, that's it. That's all you know. And then he like closed the door and he was like, you don't get to know anything else from here on out. But that was a few months ago.
Yeah. I don't know how you guys did it. At first, I was like, there was this shroud of secrecy and I'm like, she can't know anything. And then I would give her these little teasers like, oh, look at that ring. Or I'd like talk trash on a girl's ring, like on Instagram. Yeah. I'm like, this is the ugliest thing I've ever seen to see if she like likes it or not. And then I'm like, this is dumb. I need to just include her. I don't know why I have to keep this whole thing a secret. Let's let her pick out 3 rings that she kind of likes. Because she told me 85 rings that she doesn't like. I'm like, we're not going to get anywhere.
I was always saying what I didn't like. Yeah. This is what I like.
So I just included her in it. And then like a couple months ago, she asked, oh, remember we talked to the designer? Like, did you ever talk to him? And I was like, no, it just kind of like fell off. Like, I don't know.
Just like forgot about that proposal thing.
No, I'll reach out. I was like, I'll definitely try to reach out to him again, but it just kind of like, I don't know. But I did have the ring already. It was in the closet.
See, trying to like, you know, do the fake out or you know, throw her off reminds me. I have a fear of doing that because of the Friends episode when Chandler tried to throw off.
And then Monica like goes back to
and then Monica goes back to her ex-boyfriend. Yeah, I'd be like, oh fuck, and then
I feel like anytime you try to like keep a surprise from me, like it's like you'll all of a sudden be like, okay, so Friday night I made us like a dinner reservation. Like I'll get like a little bit, and I'll be like, oh no way, and he'll be like, but I'm not telling you where we're going. Yeah. And the next day you'll be like, do you want to know where we're going for dinner on Friday? Like, it's hard to keep secrets from, like, your significant other, and especially secrets that it's, like, it greatly affects her, like, what ring you pick. But I feel like the actual proposal.
The weekend that we went to the horse racing, because it was, like, a last-minute brand deal, and Lori was the one telling me about it, and I was like, this seems really last minute and I'm not like getting a ton of information. It's like a little staycation in Del Mar. So I almost thought it would happen that weekend. It didn't. So then it threw me off. But then the reason I didn't think it was happening this time was like, well, you just weren't doing anything suspicious.
Yeah, I want to talk about this, by the way. I need to stand up for myself.
But I was packing all week, like stressed, like trying to pack up the house. And now it's just on the couch on his laptop and on his phone. And I'm like, do you want to help? Like, this is your stuff I'm packing up. He's like, yeah, I'm busy. I'll be there in a second. And then 2 hours later, he's still on his laptop. And I'm just like, are you watching TikToks right now? Like, what are you doing? Can you come help? And then I found out later he was coordinating everything.
Well, yeah, she thought it would happen at the racehorses, I feel like, and it never crossed my mind. I was hot tubbing, I surfed in the morning, got to go touch the horses. Then when I was like, all right, I'm going to do it, I already called the parents. I gave them a date, so I have to on that date regardless. I can't call them and be like, my bad.
And how were Abigail's parents? They were happy?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, they've been asking left and right.
I get grilled by them. No, her parents are great. They're amazing. They were like, I actually FaceTimed them. I texted and said, hey, I got to talk to you about Tulsa because they're going to come visit.
Yeah.
So then I just group FaceTimed them both. So I'm like, I don't know, do I call mom or dad? This will be easy. Just group FaceTime. And was like, hey, I'm not talking about Tulsa. I want to marry your daughter. And they were like, yes. And I was like, okay, that's all I need to know.
But it's just so it's like, yes.
So it was good. But then, this last week, she's like having second doubt. She's like, this dude's a bum. He's not helping me. I'm like being all mysterious and like disappearing and like just.
I feel like you still could have helped, but you knew that you would be able to use this as an excuse. So you kind of took a step back. So I think Abigail should still be a little pissed.
It's chestnut checkers, buddy.